Hey, so a couple, there's terms I use throughout my videos that I really should have definitions for. One of them is, I don't know if I've used this yet, but I mentioned competitive skaters a lot. There's a group called I call them pre-competitive skaters, and I've heard this referred to by other coaches. I have my own definition, a totally different definition than some people. To me, a pre-competitive skater is really only has one major criteria. It's, I guess, two. One, it's a skater who loves skating and knows they want to at some point be competitive, and you'll have to look at my definition for that to see what that is. And then two, the main criteria for me is that they are willing to put the time and the effort and the money into actually becoming competitive. So they're willing to skate. Again, they're willing to kind of follow their coach's recommendations on how much they skate, whether they do extra ice, whether they do. I shouldn't say their coaches. This is my definition. My recommendations on how much they skate. Um, I don't think you can be pre-competitive unless you do summer school. I don't think you can be pre-competitive unless you're doing 3 or 4 days a week. There's a few other minor criteria. You have to cross-train in something that's useful to skating. There's a variety of different minor things, but they all come from your coach, me. And if you're doing significantly less than the minimum I recommend, I certainly don't consider a skater pre-competitive. Um, I guess that's it. That was three criteria, wasn't it? They have to be devoted to and loving skating. They have to be interested in being a competitive skater. I don't actually even think that's necessary. If they love skating and want to skate a lot and want to progress, they don't have to have a specific goal of wanting to be a competitive skater, but it certainly helps. And the third criteria, the dominant one by far, is being willing to, that doesn't mean you have to bow down to absolutely everything I recommend or everything your coach recommends, but um, certainly you should be following I usually give a range of options, and you shouldn't always be trying to undershoot my bottom range. Uh, it sounds a little silly, but I have a pretty lenient range as far as skating. But if you're a skater coming out of CanSkate and you're only willing to skate 2 days a week, you're definitely not in the pre-competitive category. Um, I usually give an ideal, and you kind of want to head more towards the ideal. Yeah, I think that pretty much defines pre-competitive skater. Bye.